admissions, send your email to apply-gsss@uva.nl. And for more information, go to the web. Tuition. Well, fieldwork was already, in terms of finances, fieldwork was already mentioned. There is a small subsidy that is offered by the university to cover part of your costs, but that will not go further than €750 out of the top of my head, depending on the country you select. So expect to have money to be able to pay that. And apart from that, the tuition fees are as listed here. For the preparatory program, it's half of the regular tuition fee for 1 year, so about €1,000. More information. I included here my email address at the bottom. So should there be any general questions about the program, don't hesitate to send me an email. If it's more about admission, or if you don't understand the admission procedure, it's better to directly contact the admissions office because they are the experts on that process. So their email address is over there. I promised you a lot of time for questions. I'm afraid we don't have too much time left, but hopefully a lot of things were answered already throughout the presentation. But this would be the moment for you to shoot. Questions? Yes?
You mentioned that you have to get 30 points in international development courses. What courses are considered part of that?
So the minor in IDS at the UvA would be a very good way to achieve that. I don't know, you're studying at the UvA right now? Or?
Yeah, I'm talking.
Yeah, so if you take the minor in international development studies, which is a 30 EC credits, which is actually exactly the same as this, but then offered 2 times in a year. So you can even pick from different courses. That gives you a good, solid background. If you don't have space for all, I would definitely recommend you to take the introductory course in IDS. And well, you might already qualify with a little bit less than that, depending on the quality of your full profile, of course. Maybe a question for Esther? Probably better to answer than me.
That's going to be a tricky one to answer in a short space of time. Very briefly, the very brief answer is that the 1-year master prepares you to become an academic professional, and the 2-year master would be a professional academic. That's a really short answer to your question. It's the course as a whole is around understanding questions of development. The core issues course will instruct you on major theories around development and post-development. We engage quite a bit with post-colonial theory. The electives really go in substantive, depending on your focus of course, they'll look at migration in relation to development, or questions of gender and development, or peace building and how that relates to questions of development. So you can decide on your particular substantive focus, but at the end of it, we expect that students are able to look at development policy, development practice, and development scholarship with a critical eye, to engage with that from a sort of firm theoretical founding role, that you can argue a point based on the scholarship that's out there on international development studies. And also what I mentioned earlier is that you're not only able to critically engage with what happens on the ground, but also then to constructively engage with it. I don't know if you would like to add something, because I'm sure you can.
I would add that there's a difference between this kind of master and one of the administration of development, which is also common in other universities. Whether you think here a bit more critically on development, what is development, why is it necessary, or it isn't, and if you're looking more on how to manage an NGO, this is probably not your master, because this is more about thinking about the problems and different ways to approach them, not so much on how do I get more money.
Follow-up question, would that mean that there
questions of migration, for example. So there's traditionally been a focus on the global south, but that's shifting.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of students also with focusing on how to keep fossil fuels land, how to cope with all the tax evasion problems, with migration, with policies, in terms of representation in global forum.
Okay. Given the time I have, there's room for one more question plenary, and then afterwards outside you can ask your questions individually to us.
Sorry. I was wondering because I probably need to do a preparatory program. You will hear in May whether or not you're accepted. Because what if I take the course starting in February, and then in May I hear that
So potentially when you apply for the program, there is a chance that you already fulfill almost all the criteria, but not all. For instance, you didn't finish your bachelor yet, or you're still taking courses at that time. In this case, you might get a provisional acceptance to the program, providing that you will finish whatever is required, the bachelor degree or additional courses in IDS, before getting into the master's program. Should you be required to do the preparatory program as a whole, it probably means that, well, you will not get into the master's until next year, September, and you will enroll next year, February, in the preparatory program. So there's half a year in between, somehow. Because there's only half, the master only starts in September, which means you might get accepted to the program, but you have to, if you have to do the preparatory program, it will take half a year later before you actually start. But that only applies for the full preparatory program of 30 credits. If it's a methods course, that's of course still possible in the summer. So in this case, I propose, because of the time, that we will close the session plenary here, but we will be outside with the last remaining questions up there. Thank you very much for your attention.